Hello, my people. Good day to you. Good morning. Good whatever time zone you're listening to this. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ujola from Mindset Transformation Africa. And on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift, I want us to talk a little bit about pain. Yesterday, we spoke about not focusing on the pain of the process of whatever you want to achieve. But today, I want to talk about the pain in life that we experience in whatever form: loss of a loved one, loss of job, financial difficulty, health challenges, mental health issues, pain in general. Maybe something in your body is hurting you. You hurt your fingers, you hurt your toe. Something is happening to you that is hurting you, you see. And that's exactly what I want us to talk about. Like I always say, that this mind shift, this daily mind shift, is more about giving you a different perspective on whatever you are dealing with, giving you a chance to explore a flip side of a coin, giving you the opportunity to look at things from another point of view. I love one of my favorite quote is from legendary Dr. Wayne Dyer. He says, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at changes. When you change your perspective towards anything, how you see that thing, and hence how you interpret that particular thing, changes. So today's episode will be anchored on this statement: do not waste your pain. Grow through it, not just go through it. Do not waste your pain. I charge you to grow through it, not just go through it. Do you understand? Grow through it, do not just go through it. That's exactly what I want us to, that's the flip that I want to bring to this pain. I will talk a little bit about how I believe we can grow through our pain, not just go through it. I believe there are things that we can do consciously which will make the purpose of this particular episode to climax. So we all experience pain in life, like I said before: heartache, loss, some form of disappointment. See, one thing I want you to go with right out of the bat now is that suffering is part of the human condition. Life was not designed to be problem free. Life was not designed to be error free. Life was not designed to be free of suffering. Life was designed with suffering as part of the human condition. So you need to understand that and accept that, or else you will think something is wrong with you. Whenever you're suffering with anything, even if it is your fault, nothing is wrong with you. Life is just responding to you the way it's designed to respond. When you are in the depth of suffering or whatever pain you're going through, it can be hard to see how you can ever recover from that pain. It can be very hard. And I'm not saying it will be easy here. I will give you some simple things that you can do, but I'm not saying that it will be easy. Saying that is naive. It's absolute foolishness on my part. So I'm not saying that. All right, I'm not saying that. The idea that you might one day be grateful for your disappointment and pain seems unthinkable in the present moment, especially when you are in the midst of that pain. Yet, like I always say, we always have a choice. We always have a choice. Even in our pain, in the midst of the trouble we are facing, we have a choice to make. One of the greatest lies we can tell ourselves is, I did not have a choice. I didn't. The action you eventually took was a choice that you made. So we always have a choice. We get to decide whether we will take that opportunity that the pain is given to us and grow in it and through it and with it, or whether we will just go through it and let it consume us. For once, I don't mean to intend to make this seem simple, like I said before. It may be the hardest thing you will ever do, but it is doable. All right. Your pain may also be may also carry the seed in it that pushes you towards your greatest personal breakthroughs. And that is the pain I want you to think about, and I want you to think about it deeply. Your pain may also be the only thing that pushes you to an absolute great and one of the greatest personal breakthrough that you will ever encounter. All right. So I believe that it is our heart that can crack us open and let the light of the universe, the light of inspiration, the light of ideation come in. It is our pain that can help move us, all right, towards living a more deeply fulfilling life. If we don't go through the pain of crawling, we might not see the joy in walking. If we don't go through the pain of walking, we might not experience the joy of running. Do you understand? So it's important that you get this before I say in a very few short minutes what I think you can do and how I think you can explore your pain so that you grow through it and not just go through it. And number one thing I want you to do is whenever you feel a deep sense of hurt, I want you to explore the feelings. Don't just discard it. Don't just try to avoid it. That's when we suffer a lot. We try to avoid the problem we are in. We try to find a quick fix to the problem we are in. I've been there and I've suffered more because I'm looking for a quick way out of the problem I'm in. So this is coming from a personal experience, and I want you to think about it and explore your feelings. You need to get in touch with your emotions, with the deep feeling of hurt, of pain that you are experiencing, and be willing to feel them. Don't numb yourself to pain. Be willing to feel them. You need to understand why you are hurting. You have to dig deep into where the pain is coming from. For you to be able to help yourself and solve it, you need to go deep into it. You may choose to use therapy, all right? You may choose some coaching, some life coaching exercise, and you may choose, I recommend that you choose journaling, but you need to find some way to really explore and understand your feelings, all right? Express those emotions and walk through them. That's how you can grow through them. That's how you can grow in them. Explore and express your emotions. So you walk through them until you can find their root cause. And it will help you to self-reflect. It will give you some personal understanding, which is a prerequisite to psychological growth. If you don't understand yourself, if you don't reflect whenever things happen to you, you cannot grow personally. And that will lead to the next thing that I will advise you to do so that you will grow through your pain. Is look for the lessons. Look for the lessons in the personal and painful experience. In order to grow from a painful experience, you need to focus your mind on looking for the lessons. You need to focus your energy on looking for the lessons, consciously looking for the lessons inside this pain. This is one way for you to choose a form of a growth mindset thing. So looking for the lesson is about taking your power back. It's about taking a personal responsibility and taking personal control. You can't wallow indefinitely in the pain, all right? You need to step up and grow. Once you've identified the root cause while exploring your feeling, you have the power to look for what you can learn from the situation. So, what are you learning? What can you learn from what you are going through? You can do that exercise right now. And I would just say, resolve to change. That's another thing that I will say you should decide to do. After you've explored your feelings, after you've learned from them, then decide to change. Do not let this pain break you. Once you can acknowledge what your current situation might have taught you, you decide to change. You decide to profit from it. You decide to grow from it. Real positive growth must be followed by actions. You have to do things differently. You have to do things differently. That is where your pain can truly turn into your greatest power. That is the spin I want you to bring to your table today. So don't waste your pain. Grow through it, not just go through it. Thank you for listening to me on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift. Bye for now.